to our team coverage on a story that spans 3 local cities. It started with a report of a homicide in Virginia Beach, then a police chase and crash that led to a manhunt in downtown Portsmouth. Now we're still working to see if police have tied all this together, and it all began on Harbinger Road in Virginia Beach. Police say they were pursuing a homicide suspect, and that crash happened on Dunkirk Street in Portsmouth just 30 minutes later. You're looking at brand new video from a 10 on Your Side viewer. Home surveillance camera shows police responding to that situation on Dunkirk. Now you can see a huge police presence just before the suspect ran off, and we start our team coverage with Kagan Hughes with more on that homicide in Virginia Beach.
I'm on Harbinger Road, and this street last night was filled with cop cars. Neighbors say the sights and sounds left them scared.
Around 10 p.m. last night, Virginia Beach police were called to investigate a deadly shooting. Neighbors who live in the area heard a loud sound before they saw police light up the street.
It was around 10 o'clock. I heard some shots, like maybe 4 shots in a row. Once I heard it, I got a little nervous, turned out the lights and went upstairs to my room, and then about maybe 3 or 4 minutes later, I saw all the police activity in the neighborhood.
I heard a loud boom. Really didn't know what it was. I was in my bedroom. I turned the lights off. The dog barked for a few minutes, then he stopped barking. And then maybe about 5-10 minutes later, I looked out the window and there were police and ambulance everywhere.
Police were called for reports of a gunshot victim. A woman died from her injuries.
Then I also saw pull out the yellow tape as well, and that's when I knew that things weren't well.
I looked back out the window. I saw a young lady over there crying. They had put the tape around the area. She was just crying.
Tony Wheeler has lived here for less than a year. He says it's disappointing to see all the death in this area.
Not again. You know, we just had the homicide with the 2 police officers, unfortunately, that passed right down the corner. It kind of reminded me of that evening, and it's just like, oh, goodness, here we go again. Something sad and tragic.
A neighbor, Renata Thomas, says after last night, she's on edge.
I know it's the signs of the times, but when it's right there by you, yeah, it's pretty scary.
We'll be keeping you updated online and on air as we learn more information. In Virginia Beach, Kagan Hughes, 10 on Your Side.
Meantime, Portsmouth police say they were working a chase overnight following a suspect who police say was responsible for a Virginia Beach homicide. 10 on Your Side's Deja Parker picks up the story on what police know so far in this investigation.
Portsmouth police chased someone to this ditch. You can still see the parts of the car still lying on the ground here. The manhunt started around 10:30 Wednesday night.
The biggest reaction was, what's going on? We saw all the police cars, the dogs was out, the drones was in the air. Like, it was very intense last night.
Portsmouth police say they were chasing a suspect in a homicide out of Virginia Beach. Officers told residents living between Tire Neck Road and Cedar Lane to shelter in place. Some residents said they did not get this notification and are concerned for their safety.
I thought the police department would notify us on some kind of alert to watch out or keep our kids safe, because this time of the morning the kids getting ready for school.
The shelter in place was lifted at 1 a.m. A tow truck was on the scene to remove the car out of the ditch. With limited information, neighbors still have questions surrounding who is the suspect, when did the chase start, and the public's safety.
What happened? How did he get way back here? You know, I mean, that's me. I mean, I was shocked. I literally was shocked. Unbelievable. Not here. Not back here in this neighborhood. Nothing happens.
More information on this incident is on our website. That's wavy.com. In Portsmouth, I'm Deja Parker, 10 on Your Side.